Davey VTV, Davey V with you. We are in beautiful Mount Hope Cemetery in Rochester, New York. And look at this. Look at that beautiful jet cruising. Let's zoom in on that. We got to get that. Hold on. Beautiful. And yeah, we're back here to continue to expose and document how the city of Rochester, New York, which owns Mount Hope Cemetery, right? How they continue to neglect and abandon this otherwise beautiful cemetery and these graves of these folks who have been buried here for decades, right? And yeah, so we are back. And look at this. It literally, and I mean no disrespect. By the way, I always like to mention this on the videos. I always feel awkward about walking in a cemetery. I don't know if you know what I mean. If you visited a cemetery before, it's almost like unavoidable that you're going to walk over or step on someone's grave. And maybe it's my OCD, but it's just an awkward feeling. And I wanted to mention that in no way, shape, or form, obviously, is there any disrespect intended. So I apologize, not only first and most importantly to the folks here, but also to, I just wanted to say that, yeah, so that it's out there. So this literally looks like a war zone. And I mean, for lack of a better way of describing it, when I rode my bike here, I saw this and it just caught my attention because, I don't know, that's the first thing I thought, that it looks like almost like apocalyptic almost. I don't know if that is the right phrase even, but perhaps some of you know what I mean. It's just like it looks like destruction. And let me tell you what I mean. Look, and we'll come back. Look at these right here, these four, right? Literally all broken and collapsed onto the bases, right? And then look at this. Here's another one. And again, let me point out something about this one especially. This goes for all of them. The city of Rochester, New York should be addressing these graves and fixing them, right? And by the way, also beware of a organization here in Rochester, New York called Friends of Mount Hope Cemetery, which is a huge scam. They present themselves as a non-for-profit, and they're constantly asking and begging for money and donations for quote-unquote memberships, scam, in other words. And on their mission statement, if you go on their website, they say, or they claim, to be involved in preserving Mount Hope Cemetery, which is an absolute lie and a scam. And if they were into preserving this cemetery, this otherwise beautiful cemetery, these graves would not be like this. Do not give money to this organization. Do not be duped. Do not be fooled. Do not be scammed. More on that on other videos. But again, how hard would it be in this case? Let's just take this one here, right? Just this one. How hard, honestly, would it be to straighten that base out, right? To level that base out, and then to affix that headstone back onto that base with the proper, I don't know if it's a concrete cement mix or whatever they use to reattach that base, and just give this person the respect that they deserve at what is their final resting place. But again, the city of Rochester, New York does not care. And that's why we will continue to make these videos. So we have these four, right, that I showed you earlier, right? Actually, look at this. Just in this row, another example here. How hard could it be to address that? Not hard at all. But the city of Rochester, New York does not care. And that's why we're making these videos. But look at this, just in one row. And this is just a small section of the cemetery. This cemetery is huge. But look at this. In the same row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen. 6. And again, this is just walking a few feet. 6 right there, right? Okay. Now 1 row behind. There's 1 right there. Look at that. Let's get a better view of this. Look at this. Sarah A. Hibbard, MD. This person was a physician. She was a doctor. This is an interesting grave, actually. She was a doctor. Let's zoom in. Let's get over here. Sarah A. Hibbard, MD, 1838 to 1883. She hath done what she could. That is very interesting right there, actually, that grave. And again, how hard can it be just in this case? Even in these right here that are cracked, the cemetery should do something, right? The city of Rochester, New York should do something. But look at this. This would be an even easier one to fix, right? Again, level the base so it's leveled on the ground, right? And then put that headstone back on top of that base. And again, there's no reason whatsoever to disrespect to the people who are buried here. So let's look at this one. This one caught my eye right here. Look at this. Look at this. Obviously, this one is bigger and heavier. But like I always say in my video, the city of Rochester, New York squeezes millions in home taxes, property taxes from residents, right? From taxpayers. So they definitely have the funds to take care of this. Now look at this, Miller. And like I said, this would be a bigger project, obviously, right? Obviously that has to weigh several hundred pounds. However, it can be done. Nothing seems to be cracked. Let's go around it. Nothing seems to be broken other than the fact that it needs to be, again, reattached on top of the base. And look at the base. So that can be done. There's no reason for that to be like that. Now look at this one. The same thing. The base is there, right? That one, I believe, goes with some kind of bolt, metal, I'm assuming, obviously. And again, that can be fixed. That is not a hard thing to address, right? Again, no disrespect for walking over these graves. Look at this. That's why I said that this part here, I don't know why, and I mean no disrespect, but it just reminded me almost like apocalyptic like. Look at this. Look at this. Why should that be like that? Why? This person passed away in the year 1900. There's no reason why that should be like that. And again, how hard can it be? Level the base and attach the headstone back onto the base. Right? There was another one here that I saw. Where did it go? There was one over here. Was it this one here? I believe it was this one. Here's another one. Same thing. That is not hard to address, hard to fix. Level the base out so it's even with the ground. And again, reattach that headstone on top of the base. Let's do one more here. Look at this. Look at this. Again, level the base, right? So it's even on the ground, and then reattach this headstone on top of the base. I mean, it's just one after another that are abandoned. Look at this one. This one fell so long ago, it's literally become part of the ground. It's embedded into the ground. This one is leaning. It's just absolutely a disrespect to these folks who are buried here. We will continue to expose the city of Rochester, New York for neglecting an otherwise beautiful cemetery. As always, thank you for watching Davey V TV.